Hello my loves, my name is Naomi and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be sharing a vlog of my family and I traveling through northern Mexico from my fatherland in Durango to Zacatecas, Jalisco, and Nayarit. In this adventure, I had such the beautiful privilege to experience with my dad and my siblings. Together, we voyaged through new cities, laughed together, played games, ate delicious, authentic Mexican food, danced through the night, and just made new and lasting memories together like I would have never imagined. So yeah, my loves, I really hope that you enjoy and you're able to capture some beauty and magic and fun throughout my video. So upon arriving, I landed in Durango in the middle of the night, and the next day we started our travels to Zacatecas. We decided to stop in this little pueblito mágico just before going to Guadalajara, just to kind of ease our trip since it is a bit of a drive. And we honestly just explored. It was such a unique and fun experience to notice and observe how these different people, their culture and realities are. Just getting to observe the different beauties of the city, the churches, their food. It was such a unique experience, and I'm very grateful that we decided to stop here. We also got to go on the teleférico, which is the cable car. That was such a wonderful experience. I had so much fun, and they still had their little Christmas festivities going on. So we got to see all their beautiful decorations, play, and just watch all the musicians play and dance. They were having all kinds of activities going on, and so that was such a fun and unique experience. Then the next day we headed up to Guadalajara. There is where we picked up my brother, and we just stayed there for about a day or two and then grabbed a bite to eat and headed on our way to Puerto Vallarta. Throughout the road trip, we had so much fun playing charades and this little heads-up game. I was literally laughing and crying till my stomach hurt. It was so much fun and is honestly more difficult than it looks. So my siblings and I were just like literally so happy but frustrated at the same time at each other, just trying to figure out these words. And yeah, honestly, just getting to enjoy the view and how much the scenery and the environment changes as we arrive. We finally made it to Puerto Vallarta and ended our night just looking around the condo and our stay. Had such a beautiful rooftop pool, and we grabbed some dinner. And so that was such a privilege to stay somewhere so beautiful. Throughout every one of my trips, I really try to make it an intention and a statement to continuously move my body and nourish my body through working out, through some kind of like yoga or any way that I could get my body moving, just to make sure that I'm staying grounded and feeling healthy in my vessel. I even made it a point to get my siblings and my dad to come to the gym with us, so it was really fun just to like motivate them, and we did a whole trend twin montage here, which was hilarious. And then yeah, throughout our trip, we got to definitely try some delicious, authentic, natural Mexican food, which was such an important statement of a trip, I feel like. Just drinking the delicious maracuya drinks and all kinds of mariscos, which are seafood, and salsas. The vibrancy and just the unique flavors that Mexican food has to offer is literally my favorite. So yeah, and then we definitely made it a point to go to the beach almost every day while we were in Vallarta. Here we stayed in Nuevo Nayarit, so we jumped in the water. It was so refreshing, and we got to play games and imposter games and enjoy some really good beach bites that they have to offer, like mariscos and just shrimp and all kinds of little snacks. And then ended our night, of course, with some dinner and some beautiful views. Every time that I go on these trips with my siblings, it is just such a really unique and invigorating experience, especially because it was New Year, a really staple way to start and really go into our new year. And I had so much fun. We were just dancing and singing, and especially because these are my siblings from my dad's side. It is definitely like as if we all are coming together from our own trajectories. And so I definitely find myself like having an open mind, and we all have different, mindsets and, beliefs, and the way that we move through the world is very different. So I think it's just such a unique and wonderful experience to keep an open mind, an open heart, and to just experience one another throughout our different quirks and likes and dislikes, especially because we're just immersed by so much newness and beauty and all these wonderful experiences. It's just always so enlightening to be able to understand each other and our own creative opinions and ideas. And so I'm honestly very grateful that I get to have this experience, and especially because we're all in our 20s, we're all exploring life and viewing it through a different lens. And so being able to approach one another and keeping an open heart is such a liberating feeling, especially while exploring new places and food. I found myself like consistently being in a state of pondering and questioning even my own reality and the way that I move through the world, not closing myself off, but actually staying curious and not being afraid of questioning my own thoughts and beliefs. And so, yeah, even being at the beach, it was such a beautiful, fun experience getting to swim and enjoy the beautiful views in Sayulita, which is another little pueblito mágico in Nayarit, playing volleyball and connecting with the people, and the nightlife there was so incredible. This was definitely one of my highlights, just getting to experience how these people move and shift and live throughout the world. There is so much life and vibrancy, and so honestly that's one of my favorite things, just to observe and become open to a completely new dynamic of living. And throughout the nights I was just observing all the different phases of the moon and throughout my cycle, and just seeing how I shift and change as a person. I feel that every time we come together, we're always shifting into different people in the world, different things that we've learned, different ideologies that we've picked up on. And so it's such a gift to experience one another and watch the way that we move and shift and speak, and our different ways of just embodying. On our last days, I didn't record as much, but we definitely enjoyed just being in our presence, going out to eat every night and forgetting the days, the time, the hours. It's such a beautiful gift, and I'm honestly so grateful to my dad for making this trip possible and for making it a priority for us to come together. On our last day at Puerto Vallarta, we had so much fun just swimming in the water in the ocean, which is such a medicine and gift. I feel like, especially as a water sign girly, I find so much pleasure and healing in just being in the water. And we played volleyball for hours till my knees were bruised up. It's getting thrown in the water and hitting the floor. It was so much fun. And this was definitely one of those moments where I caught myself being like competitive, and we're all being competitive, but at the same time immersing and having fun, and just being in the present together was probably my top experience throughout this trip. So I really hope you all enjoyed, my loves. I love you all so much. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Please feel free to subscribe, comment down below what your favorite little takeaway was from this film. And yeah, my loves, I hope to see you all soon. Love you. Bye, my loves.